Hello and welcome to your favourite possible podcast of the year nomination, the Football is Fixable Alright podcast with James, Sess and Dan. Hi guys, how are we? We're alright.
Hi. Are we in the nominations?
I think we should be.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good enough.
Yeah, we can nominate ourselves, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, players can do that, can't they? In Ballon d'Ors and stuff.
Can vote for themselves.
Can they vote for themselves? I can't remember now.
Because they have to vote for someone, don't they? But
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. But it's funny you say that because, we're going to be talking a bit about the possible Player of the Year sort of nominations. There's been a lot of talk recently, hasn't there, about who should win it, who's been the best player this season, who's going to get the Ballon d'Or and all that. And we might get Real Madrid kicking off again.
Yeah.
But before we get into all of that, could I bring in off the post?
Let's do it.
Sure thing.
In this week's Off the Post, I've got a post here from Kyle who said, here's a mad stat. This century there's only one club in the 92 Football League clubs that hasn't been able to celebrate anything. No trophy, no promotion, no nothing. And that club is, and he went ... and just left it to the comments. And I've got some funny comments there, but any thoughts at this point, boys? What do we reckon?
That's a very good one.
Not even a promotion, so no trophies whatsoever. There's only one club. And I did look this up after I saw this post.
Is it Everton?
Is it Everton? I thought Everton.
Yeah, because last time we won something was 1995, and we've never been relegated from the Prem.
Wow. So, there you go. It is Everton. I thought I'd bring this in for you, Sess. I did actually look on a bit of AI to see if I did my own research on the internet and then looked at AI. I couldn't find any other club. So it seems like this post is true.
Wow.
And some of the comments underneath were quite funny as well. The first one was from Stonian, just saying, false, it's not Everton. And then someone underneath said, prove it's false. Then there was a reply, won in 1995. Okay. And then someone underneath that, Jack, said, not this century, you know.
Yeah.
So well done there. And then a couple more comments here. This one has a Liverpool kind of profile picture, so Liverpool team there, so might be slightly against Everton. But Everton are a big team, he says. And then Chris underneath says, this can't be right, surely. And then Barry replies, it can, and don't call me Shirley.
Nice.
And there's my Off the Post.
I mean, no wonder Barry's not scoring goals if he's just too busy writing comments.
Yeah, he's too busy commenting on silly little posts like that.
That's fair enough. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of a cool thing because being promoted doesn't really mean too much.
Doesn't it?
No, because we've stayed up in the Prem. We haven't needed to get promoted. There's some clubs like Blackburn, for example, got relegated and had to get promoted back to where they were. Whereas we've stayed in the top
exciting,
league.
Isn't it? And then you can still have a parade on a open-top bus with a trophy when you get promoted, or you win a cup or something. Everton have had nothing. I reckon, Dan, this is why Sess is so miserable all the time. You know why he's just the emotion is just not there. It's because
you don't get three clubs getting a trophy when you get promoted. That's not how it works. This is how elitist you are. You have no idea how a promotion works. You just think, oh yeah, you get promoted and you get given a cup, right? Yeah, even though you finished third.
There was one comment in there that I couldn't squeeze into the segment, but I do want to bring up now, where one person said, okay, well, Everton won the Youth FA Cup in 2002 or something.
Yes.
So there you go. So you have won that.
Yeah. The women's team is a lot stronger than the men's team, so we might have won something there.
There you go. So yeah, I thought that was quite a good one. There you go.
Wow.
Player of the year then. Right. How are we going to fix this? What's the problem, first of all? What do we reckon?
I'll tell you guys what the problem is. It's not necessarily
I'm not winning it. That's the problem. Problem is...
This is actually one of the kind of issues that I have with it, because a lot of people have been talking about who the Player of the Year should be very early on in the season, halfway through the season, around Christmas time. Do you remember there was this conversation about Rice or Caicedo pretty much as Player of the Year?
Stop.
Yeah. And then you had Gabriel, Zubamendi, Haaland at one point because he scored so many goals in the first half of the season.
Don't forget Cole Palmer.
Oh, Cole Palmer, yeah, he's always in the running. He'll probably finish 8th in the Ballon d'Or, whatever. Yeah. So there was always this talk from early on, and it's only been getting more heated in the recent running, like in the last month or so.
I've been seeing a lot of it.
Yeah,
I have
and
been.
Bruno Fernandes for most of it has been in the picture. Rice, Gabriel.
Yeah, but I've heard so if Arsenal win the league, it's Rice. But if Man City win the league, wasn't it on like Restless Football or The Overlap or something like that? And they
Yeah.
were saying if Man City win the league, it's Bernardo Silva. Or,
Yeah,
So
and that's a big problem I have with it, because we're going back to that thing again where the manager of the year is always the manager that wins the league.
wins, yeah.
Yeah, but I would say Sunderland. They
Yeah.
deserve all the plaudits because, I mean, we always talk about the expectations, don't we? And Sunderland might get a European spot. Even if they don't, they'll probably finish in the top 10. And they were one of the clubs that were touted to go down.
Yeah, as they're because there's been quite like last few seasons where the promoted sides have gone straight back down, haven't they?
Yeah.
Sunderland look like they're going to buck that trend. Maybe Leeds as well, possibly.
Yeah, potentially.
Can I put Brentford out there as well? I mean, I said at the
Yeah.
start of the season, I thought they've lost their manager, some of their key coaching staff and players.
Yeah.
And look at where they are. Keith Andrews, I think, has done an amazing job.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah,
currently 7th or something. It's just amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And so instead of talking about, how well Igor Thiago's doing, because he's only 1 or 2 goals behind Haaland, why is it Haaland is being talked about? Because City might win the league.
Yeah.
And I think this is the kind of problem that we need to fix, because basically everyone's opinions are wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, this is true.
If you're listening-
they're all wrong.
Yeah, if you're listening, you are wrong.
Yeah.
You're entitled to an opinion. You can have an opinion so long as you're aware that it's wrong.
Unless
Yeah.
you agree with us, of course.
Oh, yeah, then it's right. Yeah.
So let's get into
Yeah,
it, shall we?
of course.
Let's do it.
Right then, lads. So, firstly, what's the problems that we've got? What are the kind of players that perhaps shouldn't be mentioned or are kind of ahead of where they should be in the nominations at the moment? What are we thinking there?
I would say, firstly, it's not necessarily to do with the players that shouldn't be picked. It's the reason the club player should be picked, which is wrong. So I don't like this idea. Whichever club wins should have the player of the year. If Arsenal win, it should be Rice. If they don't, it should.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the factor.
No,
the measure
because-
that you're using.
Yeah, I've said this before. If you put 2012 Messi in, let's say, West Ham, and they go from 18th to 11th, and he plays as well as he did in 2012 for Barcelona, but West Ham don't win anything and they finish in the bottom half of the league, does that mean he's not a good player? Or is he just as good as he was at Barca?
Interesting point.
Yeah, I don't think it matters how good the club does, because the player is just as good.
Well, that player might have outperformed even more because if you're playing in a weaker side, you're not going to have as good players around you and things. So actually, you might be even better than if you're at a top club.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I suppose you've seen it loads of times with players where they look like good players at a club and they'll go to a better club with better players around them and they'll go up another level.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players that's happened with. I think there's quite a strong argument to say that as an individual, if you're dragging your team to being competitive, then you're probably doing a lot more than some of the top players in the top teams because you're having to do it all yourself.
Yeah, and this is the reason why we never like the argument, do we? Whenever we always hear it with City fans when they say, "Oh, yeah, Bernardo Silva, a treble winner. Yeah, he's won so many trophies. He's won the Premier League 5 times, or whatever it is."
Yeah.
No, he didn't win it. Man City won it. He got a medal because he was part of it.
Yeah.
It is a team sport, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. And so many people use that because you could say oh, well, that must mean that Danny Drinkwater is a better Premier League midfielder than Steven Gerrard because he won the Premier League.
Well, there you go. Yeah, and we've said this so many times, haven't we? It's not about the trophy or the achievement necessarily.
Scott Carson's the greatest Premier League goalkeeper of all time, isn't he? Because look at the trophy haul he's got.
Wow, what a cabinet he must have.
Yeah. So I would say that.
As an individual, sorry, just to add to your points, individual accolades should just be seen as individual accolades. They're totally separate to the league. They shouldn't be put together with their teams. You should be looked at them individually. The teams win the leagues, the teams compete in the league, blah blah blah. But when it comes to these individual accolades, they should go to an individual, not to an individual because of the team that he plays for. It should literally just be about the player.
Yeah. The equivalence kind of scenario would be you could say that, let's say, Guehi is the best defender in the Premier League because Haaland scored 23 goals this season. It's exactly that kind of thing. Because someone in his team has scored goals, do you say that he's a great defender?
Your teammate has done a really good job, and your team's therefore doing really well. It must be you getting the award then.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically what we're saying in reverse, isn't it?
Yeah, same as I said with what did the keepers get? The clean sheets thing. You know, they get the Golden Glove.
Yeah,
Golden Glove, sheets. Yeah. That doesn't make sense at all. That's again the equivalent of saying, I don't know, Barry is actually an amazing goal scorer because Everton averages 2 goals a game. Well, no, because he hasn't scored the goals. Just because it's a clean sheet, it doesn't mean the goalkeeper is the sole reason.
It's a team effort. If you keep a clean sheet, it's not. I mean, the goalkeeper plays a vital role, but so does everyone else on that team.
Yeah, exactly. Keeping a clean sheet. They think that's the only thing that keepers can have. No, shot stopping. There's an actual stat that you can have directly related to shot stopping, and that's the same as strikers and goals. You don't say you don't judge a goal scorer or a striker based on how many goals the team scores. You base it on how many goals they score.
Yeah.
If the striker doesn't score any goals, but the team keeps scoring loads, you don't go, "Wow, he's world-class goal scorer." No.
Yeah.
So because of that, I would say that Bruno Fernandes shouldn't be in the running.
Ooh.
Well,
really?
Hang on.
No, I'm only saying that because I want to get a reaction.
Let's see Dan's reaction.
I thought we were fixing it. Don't break it. Come on now. You were literally just saying about how an individual that can pull a team like from a poor position is a greater achievement than an individual that's playing for a team that's winning everything. Let's be clear here. I will hold my hands up as a Man United fan. We are not a good team right now. We are pretty
Don't worry.
poor.
James and I both agree with you that United are not a good team.
So
we are right behind you.
We're in front of you in the league. But
well, Everton aren't, but there you go.
Wow.
But we are.
I think you'll find we've not won anything since the year 2000. I think that's
congratulations.
That's a good thing, right?
I think you get.
You've been consistent.
Yeah, I think you get. You know how Arsenal got a little golden trophy for being the Invincibles. I think you get I think you get a totally clear, glass clear trophy for not winning anything.
Yeah, we can also have a meaningless trophy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. In fact, your meaningless trophy is actually a bit more meaningful than a Invincibles
and a golden one. Exactly.
It's actually for being meaningless and not winning anything. So it makes
that's true.
All right, exactly the same
as any other.
Yeah.
Move on.
Anyway, back to Bruno Fernandes. We came 15th last year. We aren't very good, and he's got now 18 assists this season. Half of those came when he was playing in a deeper role in midfield. We still aren't much better, and yet we're third in the league, and it is purely just down to him alone. You watch him on the pitch, he is telling everyone what to do. Every single position on the pitch is you go here, you do this, you do this.
Every single position, even the goalkeeper.
Yeah, even the goalkeeper. Actually, no.
You stay there. No, actually, that's true. Because last week, James and I watched United against... We watched the game, didn't we? I can't remember what...
Was it Leeds?
Was it Leeds? Whatever game it was... we were keeping an eye on Bruno, and basically nothing was happening unless Bruno did it. So there was one time the goal that was scored was a cross from Bruno, and we were thinking, what's Bruno doing there? And we realised he must have been so annoyed just thinking to the wide players, why aren't you crossing it in? And so he just does it, and then United score. And I said to you guys, didn't I, that the 20 assists group, it's an elite group. It's Henry and De Bruyne, and they played for great Arsenal and Man City teams. If Bruno reaches that, playing against this Man United's side, that's actually an elite achievement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. So can you please take back your silly comment about Bruno Fernandes not being the PFA Player of the Year?
Well, I am with Sess in that I'm also I'm with both of you in the fact that I think Bruno does actually deserve flowers. So we'll send those to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been amazing in what has been an inconsistent at best United side. Even though they are now, are you third or fourth at the moment?
Third, yeah.
Third.
Yeah, third.
So, I mean, you'd say, well, actually, you're doing quite well then, but I don't know how you're third in a way. You wouldn't say you're third in terms of the third best side, really, but you are by the measure of the league. So, and Bruno's been instrumental to that, and he's been phenomenal. Obviously, he hasn't broken the assist record yet, or equaled it yet, but he's very close. So, I think he's, there is an argument there, but I don't know. I mean, he's still at United. He's still got... I mean, how much did United spend? The expectation... We always said this with the managers, didn't we, Cess, about who the best manager is should be linked to their expectation, not the achievement necessarily at the end, if you won a trophy or not. I expect Bruno to be up there. He's a brilliant player, and he's got, whether you function as a team very well, he's got brilliant players around him.
Hang on. Not so long ago, we fixed entitled fans and entitlement, right? And you literally just last week saying about how much you hate Man United fans because they're so entitled, right? And you're saying you expect us to be there. How can you expect a team to be at the top that you also say have entitled fans? How can I be... We don't expect us to be at the top, so why should you expect us to be at the top? You're like an entitled rival. Like, what is this?
And also, Arsenal have spent as much as United in the time that Arteta's been there. In fact, more.
More.
Let me explain. And that's why the spending. United are on a similar level to Arsenal in terms of spending. We're challenging at the top. United aren't. So expectations.
But United have won as many trophies.
Yeah.
But
if spend correlated to like expectation, like obviously, when
I think it should. It's a factor.
There should be some more pressure. But then by that measurement,
if that's the case,
Chelsea
should be challenging.
Yeah.
Shush. You're not important to this conversation.
Chelsea should be running away with the league every single year with the amount of money they spent. But obviously it doesn't always work that way. And sometimes you've got to inject a ton of money in to try and get yourself somewhere. We've been miles behind for ages and we all accept that. But it would be nice if everybody else also accepted that with us, rather than telling us we're entitled in 1 minute and then the next minute telling us that actually we should be at the top.
Well, this is why United fans are amongst the worst.
Well, let's test it.
Which one is it?
Let's test this elite mentality, or elitist mentality. So, Rice.
Declan Rice is phenomenal.
Okay.
He is. I mean, he was obviously phenomenal at West Ham, and he has to be within the Player of the Year shout if there is going to be one. He needs to be in the player. I would have a Team of the Year, but we'll get to the fixes later. Mm-hmm. But he should be in that team because he's been absolutely phenomenal in the games where we haven't been at our best. He has just kept us ticking over. He's made so many challenges. He drives us forward. His leadership.
So why is it he would deserve it more than Gabriel or Raya, for example, in Arsenal?
I think both of those should be in that team as well. I'm not saying... That's the thing. I would have a Team of the Year, personally. I don't know whether we should mention this later, though.
Oh, you've mentioned it twice now.
Oh, okay. So I might say this in the fixing. But, it's a team sport for me. It's not about individual players. Rice is just the engine in our team. He does so much for us. And I know some people don't like Rice for whatever reason. He's not the most skillful looking. Maybe he's not the maverick, like the Ryan Cherkys or the Vinicius or the... whatever, those type of, showy off players. He just gets the job done. He covers more yards than pretty much anyone. He's just wins so many tackles in that midfield. He's just phenomenal.
Yeah, and he definitely, that you say the best ability is availability. Does he ever get injured?
Don't say that. Yes, so he hasn't so far. And he did actually miss 1 or 2 games, and we really did miss him. We really struggled.
Yeah.
I feel a lot more safe when he's on the pitch. I feel less nervous, shall we say. So.
Yeah, but I don't like this idea. So many people say that Rice doesn't deserve it if City win the league, because I don't think Rice becomes any worse a player just because the team doesn't win.
At times, he's carried us through games, and if we just fall short, he's still been phenomenal.
Yeah, he makes up, every player on the pitch for their team makes up less than 10% of the team. And yet you're somehow trying to determine that if the other 92% or whatever doesn't win you the league, then that 8 or 9%
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They're saying Bernardo Silva is the one I've been hearing recently. If City win the league, Bernardo Silva, was it Gary Lineker who said, or I think Neville might have said.
Cherky, I've heard a lot as well. But I would say both of those.
That's crazy.
If you just look at the players, I don't think they've been anywhere.
I don't think they've had the great season.
Yeah. I've heard Haaland a lot, and the thing is, I'm definitely on the Haaland train. James isn't. James thinks that Haaland is not a good player. He thinks that he is basically a championship player.
He's a great goal scorer, but he's a championship player in terms of skill.
It's not about the skill. It's just about the goals. I mean, we were talking before we started about James Beattie and whatnot. They scored bags of goals before he went to Everton, and
Yep.
but he was never, he didn't do anything that made you go, wow. It was always a matter of, wow, he scored again. Blimey. So Haaland, I would say he's got himself to a level where, he's only scored 23 this season. That's the kind of level he is at now. And he went like 2 months or something where he didn't score a goal, and yet he's still top. But people are saying Haaland should be in the nominations. Igor Thiago is, 1 goal behind, 2 goals behind, and he's playing for Brentford.
And he's done it at Brentford.
In his first season at Brentford. Or no, second season, or whatever it was. But it's his first full season as the main guy, because Vissel was there before.
Yeah.
And
in Burmo, they've lost him.
Yeah, in Burmo, they lost their captain, they lost their manager, so you would expect them to do worse, and yet he's scoring basically as much as Haaland is, and he might be playing for Brazil in the World Cup.
That's just amazing.
Yeah, and I would say people need to forget about this idea of, we need to look at the clubs that are winning things, the clubs at the top, and they must get the awards. No, you need to look at the actual achievements of the individual player. If it's an individual trophy, you need to look at the individual and what they're achieving in comparison to what their club should be achieving.
Couldn't agree more. Quite right. So before we get on to our fixes for this and our own nominations, I think it's time for a halftime head scratcher.
Britain, Britain, Britain. The home of football. Which city, though, can the National Football Museum be found? I'll tell you after the break. Before the break, for your teaser, I asked you which city could you find the National Football Museum? Well, that's Manchester, where it relocated to from Preston in 2012.
Cheers, Coopy. Right then. So, player of the season nominees, what are we thinking? I mean, we're moving away from the accolades, right? That's one of our first main fixes for this. We're moving away from, it doesn't matter which team wins the league or whatever. We're looking at individual players and how good they are.
Yeah, in comparison to the achievement of the club and everything, I would say, thinking objectively, your Njais, Dewsbury Halls, Tarkovskys, Pickfords, Beto. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, just randomly.
Is that objectively?
Objectively, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Do you want me to say a few more names? Your
Barry?
O'Briens, Barrys,
Barry,
Michael Keanes.
Mike, you just said Michael Keane.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
That's when you know that
I know
joking.
that you've crossed the line there. So hang on, I'm not having that.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah, we are going to look at. So you said earlier about goalkeepers. Who's made the most shot stopping? Who's been so instrumental to their team?
Yeah.
I could put David Raya out there actually. I think he has been amazing.
But he's been amazing with the best defence,
the
probably
best back
in
four
Europe.
in front of him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's on course to win the Golden Glove again. But as we said, that's a team achievement in a sense. Even though he'll get the Golden Glove.
Yeah, that's like a team that's scored the most goals. You award that trophy to the striker.
Yeah.
Even though he might not have scored most goals anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
I say he's on course. He has won it already. We've already have more clean sheets than everyone else. Unless we suddenly in 4 games... I don't even think even then. I think he's already won it.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do for our fixes, to illustrate our fixes, shall we say, is we're going to pick the best player in 4 positions. Goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and forward.
Yeah.
All right. And we can make our case and we'll see if it lines up with everyone else's, and if it doesn't, then they're wrong.
Fair enough.
All right.
Perfect.
Goalkeeper
Sounds
then,
good.
lads. Let's get on with the goalkeeper. Who are the kind of nominees that we want to push forward for then? Player of the year, goalkeeper of the year.
I know this sounds kind of like what James says with Raya, but I do genuinely think that Pickford should be up there.
Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? God, the bias, Stan. Do you see this?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Pickford's been our best player for about the last 5 years. So
Yeah, I do agree. I think he's an
Yeah.
elite keeper. I think he's been fantastic
yeah,
for a long
he's
time.
been brilliant.
And some of the saves he's made this season as well, just incredible.
That's an early one, still.
Yes,
It's just-
exactly. I mean, that's going to win Save of the Season, isn't it?
Maybe
Yeah,
a couple of
100%.
Raya ones in there, maybe.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. But I suppose Lamens for you then, Dan?
Oh no, Bruno Fernandes.
For best goalkeeper?
For best goalkeeper.
Wow.
Yeah. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah.
Is it? That's amazing.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Winning that assist
it's not
record.
even the fact that you're not even, you know, the fact you're not taking me seriously is offensive.
Wow. I mean,
definitely.
Luis Suarez has done more saves than Bruno Fernandes has done.
Yeah, but Bruno Fernandes, the keeper acts through Bruno Fernandes's direction. So
I see.
yeah, Lamens has had a fantastic first season because of Bruno Fernandes. So Bruno Fernandes.
Okay. As we say, it is a team effort.
Yeah.
But we're not just going to use
Yeah.
stats here either. I mean, the top goalkeeper for shot stopping, the keeper who's had to make the most saves, is Burnley's keeper. And Burnley, having just been relegated, I think would be a hard case to make that one.
No, but I mean, the thing is, those kind of players, the goalkeepers, the lower down clubs, they get more shots at them, don't they? So they've got more opportunities to save, but it does mean they let in a lot more. It's similar to, do you remember, James, when you and I used to play in the six-a-side league? We called it, we were in the team Bath Chronicle. And our goalkeeper, other teams were actually jealous of our goalkeeper because we had like a proper world-class goalkeeper in that same six-a-side league.
Yeah.
He was amazing, Dan. The first season that I played in, because I played one season before James came, we just started and we were terrible. I mean, half our team smoked and didn't turn up. They were overweight. And
it was until I showed up, really, wasn't it?
Exactly. That's when we turned a leaf, didn't we? Turned a new leaf?
Turned a leaf.
Turned a leaf. Turned over a new leaf. Anyway, you know, we turned something. And our keeper, basically, he was just saving everything. And this one guy on another team said to us, like, how is he so good? And our captain said to him, well, he gets a lot of practice.
Yep, he definitely did.
Yeah, he was amazing. But yeah, I think it's like that. So you probably will find that lower clubs tend to have the most saves, but they also let in the most goals. So you've got to kind of find that balance.
Yeah, and that's why I think Pickford would get my vote, because Everton have a brilliant defensive record, but they're not necessarily a great side.
We
Can
got
I just
Michael Keane.
interject? You just said about how you need to think about how many goals the Burnley keeper has conceded. Obviously, Pickford's had a fantastic season, but Bruno Fernandes hasn't conceded a single goal this season in goal. So
That's a good point. Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
He hasn't made a single save either, so...
But because he hasn't had to, because he's just that good.
Well, I can give you, like, statistically, why Pickford should be up there for definitely one of the best.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I thought you might say that.
Yeah.
So, on average per match, he makes 4.1 saves. I don't know how the 0.1 works, but it is
like
an average.
like a pinky.
Yeah, like he saves it just like maybe, I don't know. Clean sheets, 0.5 clean sheets per game.
Half
a clean sheet per game on average, yeah. So he's done quite
well. Does that
well
mean
there.
we let in a goal every other game? 0.5. Yeah, I don't know.
But that is on par with Donnarumma at Man City, with Roofs. Is it Roofs? Roofs at Sunderland as well. So in the top five, he's in the top five there. It's also with Caldalo and Dean Henderson, all on 0.5 clean sheets. So they're all very competitive in that level.
Very good.
Yeah.
Palace had a really good defence for a big part of the season, but it's kind of collapsed a bit more recently.
Yeah, we haven't had much of a collapse. We're still in there. We're like a point behind Chelsea.
Palace did lose Gahey, obviously, to City, which is a big factor.
Yeah, but we're playing with Michael Keane, so that's a
good
handicap for anyone.
So yeah, it is very tight, but also for his like leadership and that type of thing as well. I think Pickford probably would be keeper of the season nominee for me.
So we've got Pickford, and Bruno Fernandes. So for us, we put Pickford in. Excellent.
Right, best defender. Who are we thinking?
Right. So again, just speaking objectively, maybe Tarkowski.
Right.
Yeah.
Not Michael Keane.
Yeah.
No, he's the handicap.
Oh, is he?
I mean,
and that makes Tarkowski even better for the role
he's got
he has
Michael
to do.
Keane as a partner.
Yeah.
And actually, Tarkowski, in terms of stats, I think he is up there.
Well, can I say, in terms of the top tackler in the league, is currently James Garner for Everton.
But he's a midfielder.
Yes, but if he's that good at tackling, we could put him in defence.
Well, we're going to get to the midfield in a sec, so don't you worry.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil who I'm going to say for midfielders.
Oh, right. Oh, I see where this is going. We're just going to put Everton in the whole team, I think.
But no, I think James Tarkowski, I think he's been leading the line. He's more often than not been playing. I think he's only missed a couple of games, and we really missed him then. He's grabbed a few good goals for us as well, like key important goals. I think he's been the one we've been able to rely on. Completely objectively,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that he's playing for Everton. I would say Tarkowski's up there.
Okay. Can I make a case for Gabriel? I think as a defender, he's scored so many goals.
Yeah.
So I think that must make him a brilliant defender.
He's a great defender because he scored goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. By the same argument, Bruno Fernandes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
he's got so many goals and assists, therefore centre back.
Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that someone's a great defender by the goals and assists.
Well, can I say Gabriel has 5 assists
Exactly.
for a centre-back, which I think is phenomenal, and he's got 4 goals this season as well.
Yeah.
As well as the clean sheets, it must be said. We are, as a team, the Golden Glove winners, it looks like. So, yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel.
I mean, he is alongside Saliba, Timber, Calafiori, and all of those other players as well.
Declan Rice playing in front of him as well, who's amazing.
We've got try and get Gabriel
who's
to play alongside Michael Keane. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we have an honorary mention for the Sunderland centre-back? What is his name? The guy...
former Arsenal academy player. Yeah, Ballard.
Ballard, that's
the
it.
ones that Arsenal
Yeah.
couldn't see his talents.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
came through our youth system. Yeah.
Yeah,
Arsenal
obviously
legend.
was
That's
being obviously being held back, So
yeah. Now he's released from the restraints of Arsenal. Yeah.
Right.
So
exactly.
I suppose then, Dan, who do you think, Gabriel or Tarkowski?
Tarkowski. Easily.
Excellent. Right,
Not
Tarkowski
even-
goes in.
Okay.
Not even close.
I mean, that's democracy for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So midfielders then. James Gardner, I think.
So your nomination, James Garner.
Yeah,
Why
absolutely.
is that?
Because he gets me at least 4 points on the FPL every week, even just from the defensive contributions. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, and like I say, he's made more defensive contributions than any other player so far this season. 104, I think I just saw.
And isn't it crazy that because of this season, what he's doing, he's had an England call-up, and people are saying that he could actually make it to the World Cup squad already, just after, one game he played for England?
Yeah, but they've said that about Max Dowman, and you shot me down for that.
Yeah, but that's just because it's ridiculous.
Oh, is it?
Absolutely ridiculous, yeah.
Good argument there.
It's just absolute madness, that is. No.
All right.
Yeah, James Gardner, he's best ability is availability. He's played every game for us.
Yeah.
The defensive contributions he's made is incredible.
That is amazing.
In spite of Michael Keane being behind him, by the way.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
I think this is
Also,
going to be a tough one.
Did you notice I didn't jump right away and say, "Oh, Man United Academy graduate"? But just so you know, he is a Man United Academy graduate. So.
Again, the restraints of Man United. You've been released from that.
Well,
So,
this is a tough
yeah.
call, this one, because now we're talking about midfielders. Obviously, their role is not just to tackle. We have our 3 nominations, it sounds like, then. So you're going James Garner.
Yeah.
I'm nominating Declan Rice for this. And Dan, who are you going to choose for this one?
Well, I think you'd probably make the assumption based on my other nominations so far, it's going to be a certain player. So I'm going to say Casemiro.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
I think Casemiro was United's highest rated tackler. He's done more tackles than anyone else in the United squad.
I am, of course.
So-
Yeah.
I'm of course joking. It's Bruno Fernandes. Hey!
Yay!
Right, so we've got Garner, Fernandes and Rice,
Yeah.
and we're all battling it out. I'm not sure what we're conceding here. I suppose we're going to have to vote for... We're not allowed to vote for each other, and we'll see who wins.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we're
that
not
makes
allowed to
sense.
vote for ourselves, and we have to vote for each other
Yeah.
or something.
Okay, so we can't vote for our respective nominations. Okay.
Yeah.
For me,
Uh-huh.
then I would.
Okay.
So it's between Bruno and Rice then. That is a tough one. I have to say, probably because of our argument of the achievement in respect of the club, I've got to say Bruno. He's been so consistent, even with the fact that the first half of the season he had to play in a further back position because Amorim just couldn't work it out, could he? He thought, I've got a system here and I've just got to somehow fit everyone in. And then all
Yeah.
Carrick
Yeah.
did was, well, should we just play you in the position you always played in? Oh, look, he's done really well.
Yeah, and I really, really rate Bruno. I think he's brilliant. He has carried the side, but his moaning and his lack of, like, his leadership at times is amazing, and at other times he lets you down. He's
Yeah.
a hothead. And he's got the players around him. There's the money that United have spent. I know they've overspent on loads of things.
Yeah.
He's still got great players around him. I think James
Has he?
Garner, what Moyes has done with Everton,
Oh, yes.
they're pushing for Champions League almost. I mean, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
from considering you were relegation fodder in the last couple of years,
Yeah, that's true.
Moyes
Couple
has
of
done
years,
an amazing
4 years or
well,
so.
there you go. I'm going to have to go James Garner.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So we've got 2 for Bruno, 2 for Garner. So Rice is out. That's what we're saying.
Well, Dan hasn't had his nomination yet, has he?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm
So
not.
Dan's
let's
got the
be honest,
deciding
I'm-
vote. He's not allowed to vote
let's
for
be
Bruno.
honest.
yeah. So it's Rice
And
or
let's be
Garner.
honest, I'm not picking Rice, am I? So it's gonna
Are
be,
we saying James Garner? Oh,
So
brilliant.
James
we're
Gar-
gonna
oh my
say
God.
James Garner.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, this is good. I mean, the problem is now we're talking about strikers, and I've got Beto and Barry to put forward. Okay, well, actually, I'm against Victor Gyökeres. Right, I'm going to say then, Beto is my nomination. I think he's been a lot better than Barry. Barry,
Yeah.
to be fair, he's 21 years old, so this is his first season in the Prem. Plus, he didn't do especially great in La Liga before anyway. So I think expectations were fairly low, especially with us, because we said that a name like Barry, there is no way you can be a world-class striker. So I think Beto has actually done quite well with a lot of the times he's come off the bench, and we've relied on him, even though he's slower than a jogging centre-back. And I think he's carried our front line.
This is my. I'm surprised you've gone with an Everton player. I'm surprised you haven't gone with Thiago.
Well, to be honest,
Thiago's-
I mean, I really did want to, but I wanted it to be an Everton whitewash. I won 3 places. I really don't think Beto's been the best in the league.
Do you know what? Do you know what, Sess? Do you know what? I'm bloody proud of you. There's some bias coming out here, and I love
Yes!
it.
Finally!
I'm all
Yeah,
for it.
You know
I'm
what?
all
Yeah,
for it. We're rubbing off on you, aren't we? This is
yeah,
great.
completely.
We said we'd
Love
get it,
it.
Dan. We'd find the bias eventually, and it's before the end of the season.
so-
Here it is.
Yeah,
So
I just
proud.
started seeing. I saw this trend. You know, I suggested, Pickford, Garner, Tarkowski, and you guys went with it. So hey, let's go with Beto, guys.
How does
I
it
think-
feel to fall off your pure horse, your pure
It's-
unbiased horse?
I feel like I was sat on a lovely wall and I just fell into this dirty mud. This must be where you guys sit all the time. It's horrible. No, in reality, to be honest, I would say Thiago because,
Yeah.
I mean, what I said before, the 1 or 2 behind Haaland playing for Brentford, I would say that's just madness.
Yeah, he's just, and the nature of some of his finishes and some of his goals and his all-round play and what he brings to that
Yeah.
front line in Brentford.
Consistency.
I just
yeah.
think the amount is because it's not just like Haaland, for example. He's an incredible goal scorer, but Thiago brings a lot more all-round game and adds a lot more to Brentford as what, say, Haaland does to Man City as
Yeah.
an individual player.
Yeah.
I just think Thiago has been. He's one of those players that may well be overlooked and is the reason why we're doing this fix. Like, he probably won't get nominated for PFA Player of the Year, but he should be. He should
Yeah.
be in the discussion because just because he plays
yeah.
for Brentford, it shouldn't discount him.
It comes down to the expectations, doesn't it? What we were saying. Haaland
Yeah.
is a brilliant player, and we expect him. Well, he's not a brilliant player; he's a brilliant goal scorer, should I say? And we expect him
He
to
is a
score
good
goals.
player.
But his goal scoring has been nowhere near what it usually is. Thiago's a couple of goals, or one or two goals different, next to him in a much weaker side. And
Yeah.
as Dan says, he performs
Yeah.
such a wider role. He doesn't just get the goals. His hold at play and how he brings other. He's been crucial in.
Yeah.
When we think about Brentford's expectations, I was expecting them to be challenging for relegation. I was going to say
Challenging.
Fighting-
We will get
We
relegated.
will challenge you to get
Is
relegated.
that your nomination then?
So I think I'm going to go Thiago for my nomination as well. Yeah, in
Wow.
terms of overachieving.
Might be a whitewash. So the 2 of us are going for Thiago, and I'm assuming, Dan, you're going for Bruno Fernandes.
No, I'm going for Thiago. This is the
Oh, no
first
way.
one
A
that
full
isn't
house.
Bruno Fernandes.
Wow.
So maybe we've just found our PFA Player of the Year. So
I mean, James Garner is. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's the only one that we've collectively said so. That's true. Do you think that Thiago deserves Player of the Year over, what did we say, Garner, Tarkowski or Pickford? Sounds wrong, doesn't it?
But it sounds so right. Why does it have to go to the forward? Why is it always the forward? Why is his role been so much more crucial than Pickford, Tarkowski or Garner?
Yeah, it just sounds weird to have those four as the finalists.
Well, as many say, even though we've challenged this, goal scorers are the hardest part of the game.
Ugh.
So is it Thiago maybe? So, well, we have our team of the year by position. Yeah. So here we are. Goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford. Defender, James Tarkowski. Dan's clapping in the background. Midfielder, James Garner.
Yeah, two Jameses.
Two Jameses, yeah, good name. And forward, Igor Thiago. Dan's adding the sound effects there.
Yeah.
So there we are.
That was atmospheric, wasn't it? You could feel the celebrations.
Yeah.
I hope that, got everyone going. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're the unsung heroes, aren't they, of their teams? For Everton, those players would be sung, but no one else in the league is listening to those songs, I'm afraid.
No, exactly. Yeah, no one cares.
No one cares about it.
Yeah.
So, but Everton definitely up there for for the resources they have, as what Moyes used to do in the olden days.
Yeah,
achieve so much with so little.
The newen days or current days as well. Yeah, he's been doing it. I don't know how long for now.
And who knows? Maybe it might lead to a trophy one day. Right, lads, a few games left, and where are we in our Fantasy Football League table?
Oh, I've done shocking this week.
I thought you were going to swear then. I've done shocking this week. Well, I can say our Guru John is still top, and, well, it's looking like it's, what's the phrase?
He's doing really well.
He's doing really well, yeah.
Well, hopefully he won't do an Arsenal and just bottle it at the end, but, yeah.
Well, this truly would be a bottle, because currently, in this match week, he's on 2,100 points, whereas second place is on 2,027 points. So he's got a clear, unassailable lead?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, there are no sales involved.
No,
so
exactly.
So.
But more importantly, Sess and I are so close. At point of recording, I'm currently 23rd place with 1,849 points. Sess, you are 22nd place with 1,850 points.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but
1 point in it.
But
Wow,
I think you've
close.
beaten me by like 20-something points so far this week. So you're going to be ahead by the end of tonight.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there we are. If you'd like to join our league and see, and please, come on, somebody join with more points than John. He texted us last week saying, if you keep inviting people in, I'm just not allowing it.
Yeah.
You can join with the entry code SD4GZV, and let's beat John, shall we?
You say let's beat John, but remember, it is a team sport, so really, we're all winning.
That's true. As the Footballers Fixed All Right podcast, yeah, we do win it, don't we? Yeah,
it is
good
the
point.
team. We've said it's not about the individual. So actually, John getting the headlines is actually only because we've created the foundation.
Yeah, we've allowed him to flourish, really, in the team that we've created.
Yeah,
100%.
As the leader, I think I've allowed you guys to flourish in your respective areas.
Right. So there we are then, guys. We've at this crucial point in the season, we fixed Player of the Year opinions. We've actually identified who should be in your minds at this point.
We've quite rightly told people that it's wrong to say Declan Rice and Bruno Fernandes, and it should
Erling
quite
Haaland.
rightly be James Garner,
James Tarkowski, Jordan Pickford, and Igor Thiago. I mean, what a team! What seasons they've had.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, combined, they've scored about 21 goals. They've made about 105 tackles.
Yeah.
And they've saved about 17 shots or something on average per game, or whatever it is.
17 shots per game.
Is that a lot? I don't know.
That is a lot.
That is a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. Like normally it's 3, isn't it?
Is it?
Something like that. Well, I mean, another Everton legend, Tim Howard. Do you remember in the World Cup 2018 or 2014? He broke the record with 16 saves in one game, didn't he, against Belgium? I think it was.
Well.
Yeah. And then he had that meme, didn't he? Things Tim Howard could save.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I thought it was like 2014 or something.
He was
wasn't
saving Ned Stark from being beheaded, and
it? Amazing.
yeah.
Right, well, there we are then, guys. Thanks for listening, everyone. And if you think that we should be nominated for the best podcast, football podcast of the year,
Yeah, it's not about numbers or quality, like the overlap and rest is football.
no,
you
it's
know.
about the expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
No one
we
expected
don't want
us.
any of this esteem, do we?
No, exactly. No one expected us to be this good.
Yeah.
And I think we've overachieved this season.
Yeah.
With a few games still to spare. So a few weeks still to spare for the episodes. Who knows? Let's see what happens in the coming weeks. Yeah, so goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
Bruno Fernandes.